Hello, I'm here with Wyatt Starosta. Hello, Wyatt.
Hi.
We are at UX Poland 2016 and we are talking about responsibility in design. Tell me, Wyatt, what does it mean for you? What's responsibility in our particular field of expertise for you?
So I think that the Google summed it up very well. Just like let's not be evil. I like to keep the bar kind of low, and I think that's the important thing is just to keep it simplified and saying let's just not be bad. And that to me is the sort of where the starting point is. And we can get more complicated from there, but let's just bring it back to that simple thing. Let's just be good human beings. In Lee Simpson's talk, she gave a great way of thinking about it, which is, would you design this thing for your friend's mother? And that's, to me, another simplified way of thinking about being responsible.
Okay, I was wondering because as designers we do different things. We have our clients, they have their ideas, and we might take their idea, do our job well. So basically, design a good process, make a good experience, but the outcome might not really serve people well. Can you think about something that would illustrate such situation?
Are you talking about a situation where you're designing something that's not in the best interest of a company, but not in the best interest of the user?
Well, that's kind of thin ice, I would say, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't go into like things that are intentionally like oriented in
No. I
trapping
think
people.
so. Here's a
More
situation
thinking about ignorance or
yeah, well,
misunderstanding.
and that's part of what I think is our job or our duty is to we're in a sense we're designers, but I often think of myself as the representative of the user. To bring the user to have them a seat at the table for making decisions about the products that they'll be using. And I've noticed a lot of times that the other people at the table, and I'll name them. So it's the product managers, the business, marketing, engineering. They're thinking about their own individual sort of needs, right? The business is about generating revenue. The product is about we need to get this thing out the door. The engineer is about building this thing. Marketing is about also selling this thing. There is no representation for the user, and so that's our job. And so if we don't have that representation at the table, the rest of the members are all fighting to do their other thing, and we need to make sure that the user's voice is there. So I've seen this happen many times. Without the representative voice, it's not like they have a malicious intent to design something that's going to, of course they want the users to be happy, but that's almost like a secondary consideration. The first one is we need to make money, I need to sell this thing, I need to build this thing, and I need to ship this thing. Well, what about the user? They need to be able to use this thing, and they need to be happy about it. And so that's, I think once they're educated about how making the user happy and satisfied helps them achieve all these other goals, you're right, it's about educating them to understand that the user's perspective is always valuable.
All right. You think this will become a principle or a priority for business to educate their users to like operate in more aware and responsible environment?
Well, so I don't think the business is going to be educating the users. I think it's the role of design to educate business about the needs of the user.
Okay, I see. We are looking at different things here at UX Poland. We have people showing us some of the new things. We tried virtual reality. We are talking about Internet of Things, and I wonder how these things appeal to you. What do you think can stick, and what will actually make a difference in our lives, and what you think will just blow out in a season or two?
Yeah, so this one I tried out with Allianz's health kind of monitoring tracking thing. I tried it out, it was interesting. And I think that's something that I feel like people want to become more aware of not only their physical sort of health, but also awareness of themselves in relationship to other things. And so, to me, that was a very interesting one. Whether it sticks or not, I don't know. But I felt like there was something there that sort of strikes a chord on a very primal level. So I felt that was interesting. I've yet to try the virtual reality.
Okay. And tell me, how do you feel here at UX Poland? We have people from completely different sides of the world, and I wonder how you find here, how you find yourself here.
So I came to Warsaw probably about almost 20 years ago. And my experience back then was, was exciting. I just graduated college, and it was interesting to be in Europe and then Eastern Europe. And I feel like there's a lot of change or transition that's happened in that 19, 20 years that I've been gone. I feel like there's more energy. It's more uplifting feeling here. And then being into this community, the user experience community, I feel like it's like any other UX community around the world. There's people that are engaged and smart and talking about these issues. So it feels like any type of home away from home to me.
Okay. Would you say that in the places you visit and when you meet designers, the UX community, professionals, that there is something different, like special flavor to some places, or would you say that we are following the same path and actually we overcame the cultural differences to follow the same principles?
No, you're right. There is. It does feel like a larger family or community of UX sort of design-related people, but there's probably a special flavor here in Poland. I don't know. It's something about what I'm kind of picking up or sensing is like eagerness, and a little bit of like a brighter eyes, and not. Sometimes some people can be a little cynical, and I don't get that cynical vibe here. So, in that sense, I think that's a different flavor.
I'm very happy to hear that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here and your contribution to UX Poland.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for watching, and talk to you soon.